Hi, I just want to introduce myself. This, right here, is me. And this is my book, The Sword of Christ. I want to read you the prologue from my book. You're mine, little girl. I've had you since you were able to walk. I groomed you and made you what you are. Do not turn away from me. The voice rose from a nearby hill and echoed into the valley where she knelt, head bowed, eyes closed, tears dripping slowly down her cheeks. I don't want to be yours, she whispered. Laughter echoed from a hilltop. Don't want to be mine? How can you not be? I own you and all your gifts, and I won't let you go. No one will want you. No one will forgive you for what you've done. The voices in your head will not stop unless you choose my side and fight for me. I won't fight for you. I can't fight for you. I have nothing left, nothing to fight with or for. I can make those voices stop. You won't have to hear them anymore or see what walks the earth beside man. Just give in to me. Have peace. The voice got louder, yelling the words, choose me. Lord, I feel so lost. I can't hear you over his words. I can't see your light or your path. Have you abandoned me? Have I been so wrong that I will never be forgiven? Hear me, Lord. Forgive me. She prayed as the laughter echoed again throughout the valley. He will not save you. He doesn't love you like I do. He hasn't spent 1 ounce of thought on you. He will not show his face to you like I do. Suddenly, a low hum could be heard over the laughter, and she raised her head, opening her eyes. She felt warmth as a light wind blew across her. Are you here? Yes, I'm here, said a voice that seemed to be all around her, yet coming from nowhere. What do I do? He's right. You must choose which side you want to fight for. Lord, I will always take your side. I choose you for eternity. How could there be any doubt? Then you must demand that he let you go and give you back what you lost. You must be covered by the blood of Christ. Please, Lord, help me. He won't let me go. Laughter rung out louder. You're right. I won't. Stop making the girl think she can just walk away from me. Then the soft voice said, just choose. I did, Lord. I choose you. I demand he let me go and give me back what was mine. Her voice rose as she turned her head toward the laughter. I demand you let me go and give me back what was mine. You have no right to me or my gifts. I am a child of God and I fight for him, not you. The low hum that was rumbling throughout the valley rose, and the sound of great wings could be heard as the wind from their beating moved across the grass around her. She looked down. At her knees lay the gift that God had promised her would be returned. It was dull and tarnished, worn from being in the hands of the enemy, but it was the blade she had envisioned in her dreams. The size and shape were exactly as she remembered. I wanted to shine again, like it did in my visions. She picked it up and held it in front of her. The valley became silent. The laughter and wind became silent for what seemed an eternity. Then the hum began turning to voices, glorious singing voices, and the sun began to rise, and in the light walked Jesus across the field. She watched as he approached her. She held the sword upright with both hands and bowed her head. Jesus touched the tip of the sword with the palm of his hand and pricked it, his blood flowing down the sword and onto her hands. With his left hand, he reached under her chin and lifted her head. She looked at him, and he smiled. It is done, he said to her before he turned and walked away. She stood, the sword upright in front of her, and she raised it into the air with both hands. I take your side, Lord. I fight for you. I will stand with you and battle any demon that steps in my way. A bolt of lightning burst from the sword and shot straight into the sky. Loud thunder rumbled through the valley. shaking the hills. The voice from the hill now screamed with anger. I am not done with you. I will have you and your sword. I will win. You can't have this sword even if you had me. I don't own it. I may carry the weight of the world in it, but it is the sword of Christ, and blessed with his blood. In the light of the sun, the sword shined as the voice from the hilltop screamed and disappeared into the shadows. And that is the prologue to my book, The Sword of Christ, available from Publish America or me. Thank you.